Alright, so this is going to be a pizza called the Prince Daddy, themed after New York band Prince Daddy and the Hyena. I guess there might be some pressure given the state's pizza history, but here we go. Starting out with about 15 grams of the starter. Then about 64 grams of just straight water. And like 4 grams of olive oil. I went with 5, whatever. Adding a little bit of salt, maybe about 2 grams, 3 grams of salt. Plopping in some flour, that's about 85 grams of red flour and 10 grams of all-purpose. Take a little bit out of there. Then start mixing. Plopping that out into a bowl, and I'm going to work that with my hands, get them wet before I handle this here dough. Massage that thing around, get it all worked, work that gluten around. And we'll let it rest for like a full day. Now we're starting to prep, crushing and chopping some garlic and onion. Chopping that garlic up, crushing a clove. There we go. Mushroom time. And some broccoli rabe. Getting the scraps out of there and fully chopping it down into little small chunks, and then bits and pieces. There we are, and add some basil. Olive oil straight into the pan. Dropping in my onions, stirring that around, getting them coated in the olive oil. Garlic, probably about like half a clove's worth of garlic there. Adding in the broccoli rabe, broccolini, whatever you want to call it. Salt, crushed red pepper, then I'm grating some aged cheddar on top, Brock Ched. And stirring it around, getting it all melted in there. Next are the mushrooms. Some soy sauce. Some salt. Garlic again. Can't go wrong with garlic. It's probably about the other half of a clove, about. Maybe a full clove. Now it's time for that dough that's been sitting. Plop that bad boy down. And I'm just stretching it, making a fun little ball that'll rest for a couple hours. Got some whole tomatoes, some salt, basil chopped up, and then squishing that down with a fork. Now we're just using our fingers to like squish the dough out, stretch it all out. Prep it for sauce. Now I'm adding in some fresh mozzarella. The mushrooms, and then some pickled small little cherry tomatoes. And then olive oil on top. I didn't use any peppers on this guy, just the tomatoes. I have a cast iron skillet upside down at about 550 degrees. Plop the pizza on, putting on some little shreds of prosciutto. On top is some jalapeno honey that I got going. Oh, there's garlic in there too. Cutting that bad boy up. Little tiny personal pizza. Can't go wrong. Now, along with the Prince Daddy pizza, I constructed a wacky cocktail, the Cosmic Thrill Seeker. The first few times that I've made it, extremely bad, way too strong. Served it to a few members of P Daddy and Lewis, who does merch for them. And Lewis had quite a few things to say about it.
Okay, so if I'm being honest, I'm gonna have to say the Cosmic Thrill Seeker is the worst cocktail I've ever had in my entire life. Not really sure what my friend was going for with this one, but yeah, I would not suggest it to anybody. Unless maybe you're trying to stay up for like a couple days straight or something. Honestly, I'm not sure what's in the drink. there's a chance that there might be like some sort of stimulant, maybe cocaine in it, because honestly, my heart was racing nonstop. Honestly, that drink was not good at all.
Luckily, now I have toned down the recipe and it tastes much better. I'm going to go ahead and show the making of that right now.